How y'all doing? It is Friday. The Remixtress was the first one to jump in, followed by the Feral Female Society. We're glad to have you here. Stephanie Dean is sitting outside with beer and bud, soaking up the sun. Oh, baby. Michael James is here. Chuckster 255, Dwayne Twizzle, Tina Marie White. Here, darling. Michael Johnson's in the room. Donald Ware. Debbie Marie is here. Nancy Halverson. My other neighbor, Tracy Tobias, is here. Thank you very much. Sue Van 50. Michael Leach. Michael Foulmister. Jane Hanson. Dorothy Tyndall's here. Mark Perkins. Good afternoon, buddy. Virginia Whitley. Irish Yazelle. Martha Oliveira. Thank you for being here, baby. Dorothy Tyndall. Let me see. Let me jump on down there. George Murray, Michael Chappick, thank you. Keith Thompson, hoorah, my friend. Keith Ellis, let me see here. Let me see. Jane Hansen. Oh, Lord, it jumped on me. Maria Betancourt's here. Michael Leach. It's Beer and Bud Friday, baby. And believe me, I'm hoping this just kicks what I have in my system in the ass. So let's go ahead and get the beer off the ice, baby. And let's get that part started. Just came out of the freezer. Y'all know the rest of the routine. If you're so inclined, stuff that bud in the bowl, baby. Or whatever smoking material you might have laying around the house. Anyway, it is Friday, baby. It is Friday. I have mic problems on YouTube. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I don't know how to, uh-oh. Am I going mute out there, damn it? Turn the volume down, Michael James says, okay. Is that any better at all? Michael James, by the way, came in with a $5 donation just to tell me that. Thank you, Michael. Is that any better? Let me see. Maria Betancourt says she hears me good on YouTube, so let's hope that fixed it a little bit. I turned it down just a hair. Maybe I'm overpowering things. And everything can go wrong. Thank you, Michael, for that donation. We appreciate it. Well, here we are, baby. Friday. A little beer and bud, I think, is appropriate. World's in a little tiss right now. And we need to chill out and relax a little bit, and let's find out what we're going to do. But times are not well, baby. Things are going to be bad in Kyiv tonight in the Ukraine. President Zelensky has said that Kyiv may fall tonight. This is a pitiful sight to watch unfold on TV. Anyway, yeah, Mike Hickle. Trump is an imbecile whisperer, and his supporters seem to have exceptionally good hearing. You know, that's I read some of the Republicans who are supporting Putin in his move. The top of the list would be Josh Hawley from Missouri. Remember the old fist bump? The terrorists that attacked the damn... He's all in support of Putin, man. You hear Stefanik, whatever her name is, third-ranking Republican. She's blaming everything on Joe Biden. Are you shitting me? We talked about this the other day. No, it is. It's a disgusting time right now. We're going to freeze Russian assets. Let's start with Mar-a-Lago. That's a damn good idea, and not far. Mark and I were talking a little while ago. When I talk too loud. Let me slow down here, baby. Not long ago, Marcia and I watched this was several years ago. It was a documentary about Russian anchor babies. Now, Russians had bought up hotels down in Miami, and they were having their women come here. Ladies would come to have a child here in the United States, if you're born here in the United States, you're an American citizen. As soon as the baby's born, they go back to Russia. That child has an American citizenship. Play that out over a 20-year plan. Sometimes may not be good. So yeah, soundboard mic volume too high. Oh Lord, sound volume mic too high. I am trying to see if I can cut anything back. Is that any better at all? Let me see. I'm supposed to be watching the, not let it go into the red. How's that? Is that any better at all? I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. That might have, nope, that didn't do it. Shit. It's popping into the red every time I talk. Maybe I'll just back up from the microphone a little bit. Where was I? There's a limiter on your mic. It pops off when the sound spikes. Yeah, I need a tech guy in here, but he's not here right now. So, okay. Michael Johnson saying it sounds great now. I hope so. It's distracting as hell. I got to apologize. I'm not in it today. I am still having severe trouble with my back. Spent most of the day laying on my side with a pillow between my legs. So yeah, not the best of few days I've had. But anyway, there was one other story that I did see, and it made me go, what the hell? It was a story, I don't know if it came from Vladimir Putin or some Russian leader. Part of the sanctions that we have going on against Russia right now is in the aerospace industry, cutting off their access to parts, critical parts for their aircraft and their space program. Well, I guess that's pissing them off over there, because I saw a story on the news, and I hope it's not true, but go figure, that Russia is insinuating that something could go wrong on that space station up there. There are 4 Americans and 2 Russians. The Russian capsule is the one that controls all the engines on the space shuttle. I mean, on the space station. Now, I'm assuming that we have intelligent people up there, Russian and American, that would not do such a thing, but they insinuated it would be a shame if it was put into an attitude to crash back to Earth, because it would not hit Russia. It would hit either India or the United States. And what a hell of a thing to insinuate. The man has, man, he's gone off the deep end. You know what, he's almost 70 years old. He's got a dream of reuniting the Soviet Union. He ain't got a whole lot of time before he kicks the bucket. He's trying to make a legacy for himself forever. And this is getting mighty damn dangerous. Ukrainian people are putting up a hell of a fight from what I can see. Oh, plus I filter in and out. Make sure that... Okay. Evidently I'm having microphone problems, and I don't know really how to fix it. I've kind of adjusted everything down to where I think it should be. If I go any more, I'm afraid I'll lose everything. Anyway, indeed, Rashid, if you're of a religious nature, please pray for Ukraine. If that's your thing, if you think that'll help, please do so. It's courageous how they're responding to this. You can see videos all over TikTok, YouTube, and other places that they're putting up a hell of a fight. And boy, howdy shit. I have things in my head I don't know if I want to say. You know, it's just... I think Putin's doing this because he sees a divide in the United States. He sees Republicans standing up for his ass, the former president praising him for what he's doing. Putin looks at the United States as a weakness, all right, but not because of Joe Biden. It's because of the former guy, the lying Russian traitor that we had as a president for 4 years. That's who this lays at the feet of. No doubt at all. Putin was emboldened by this shit. Like I said the other day, I think Plan A was Donnie was supposed to steal the election and then wouldn't do shit about Ukraine. But Plan B had to be put in effect because Donnie got his ass thrown out. Anyway, indeed, the world has gone insane almost. It's dangerous times because, and I'm torn within my own mind. One part of me wants to say, screw it. They're going to push this shit until they're at war with us anyway. Why not wipe their ass out if we could? The other side of me says, no, baby. We all lose. We all lose. I saw a meme. I don't know if it was true or not. Jay, I'm sure. I hope it. Of a Russian citizen standing on the street and holding a cardboard sign, and it said, "Dear Putin, let's jump to the part where you kill yourself in a bunker." Yeah, Jane. Pootie looks pretty healthy. He'd be around as long as Keith Richards. Yeah, I do. I think Plan A was that Donnie retained the White House in one form or fashion, and there would have been a different plan for Ukraine. But that didn't work out, so here we go. The world is on edge, baby. I understand they've sanctioned Putin himself now, and Lavrikov, the Secretary of State or whatever the hell he is, I forgot. I'm on drugs, baby. I really twisted up a screw this time. Anyway, yeah. Russian tennis player missed it. No war. There's so many Russians that are braving to come out, even under the threat of getting arrested, to protest this bullshit. And it is utter bullshit. Ukraine didn't do a damn thing to Russia. Russia has manufactured this bullshit to challenge the West, baby. To keep Ukraine from joining NATO. NATO, they weren't nowhere near joining NATO. They want to. You know. But the end game bear here, even the Ukrainian president is saying that Kyiv will probably fall tonight. And where does this lead? Right now there's so many people pouring out of Ukraine going and trying to get into Poland. Trainloads of them trying to get out. It's not going to be pretty. Russians say they're going to start attacking civilian areas because they think the Ukrainians are hiding. They're going to make up any bullshit they want to justify. Yeah. Virginia Woodley, Ukraine needs to give Russia the middle finger and join NATO. Baby, I think we ought to put them on fast track myself. Let me thank Maria Betancourt, who came in with a $5 donation and said Putin can't stand that Ukraine was a thriving new democracy right at his border to his poor, failing country. I believe you're right. I believe you're right, Maria. He doesn't like that because Ukraine is a thriving population over there. They've got a future, and now it's in jeopardy. And what was I going to say? If Ukraine were to successfully join NATO, that's World War III indeed. That's the double-edged sword. You want to do what's right, but if you do, it's going to unleash holy hell, and this nation will suffer drastically, and so will the European Union. It is not anything that anybody wants. I think the sentiment from Ukraine can be summed up by the defenders of a small island off the Ukrainian coast when threatened by a Russian warship to lay down their arms and give up. And the answer was, go fuck yourself. That's what the Ukrainians told a Russian warship that had every ability to wipe their ass off the island. They told them to go fuck themselves. In my book, that's sort of like Remember the Alamo, baby. Let's do this shit. Ukrainian people are not just going to roll over and play dead for this. But there is hardly any match for the power that Russia has over Ukraine. So Russia's going to have to suffer, and it's going to take time to do that. And in the process of doing it, we're going to suffer too. Gas prices are going to go up. Inflation is going to go up more. Groceries and other goods and items will probably go up even more, and we're already at high levels now. It's what I was asking the other day, is just how much are we willing to suffer to do what's right, to do what has to be done? And I'm not sure we're there anymore. I often say the last time this country was united was World War II, baby. That's when we were united as a nation, when we supported the war effort. After that, Korea, Vietnam, and the rest after that, not so much, baby. There's always been a divide in this country. And now we're at that point, baby. Yeah, it does, Insane Tuna. It does. It makes you understand those men and women on that island that were killed. In your face, man. Yeah, we know we're going to die, but fuck you anyway. The last great act of defiance, that shows courage, baby. It shows a dedication to their country. And we could be no less. I'm so torn between the suggestion that we let them join NATO, that NATO comes to their help. But indeed, there goes World War III, and I'm not too sure what China's going to do. What North Korea would do. Pakistan. These are the allies of Russia. What move would they make? In what direction would this go in? It is indeed dangerous times. Anyway, let me catch up here real quick, because we got some donations that came. Sheila, why I love sunset. Excuse me. Let that little wave. Sheila, why I love sunsets, donated $5 and said, John, I'm worried about you. Get some rest and de-stress, baby. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to get there. And Michael Johnson came in with $5 and said, Trump's first impeachment was for withholding security assistance from Ukraine. Remember when Donnie was trying to, thank you, Michael, for trying to blackmail Ukraine to try to get dirt on Joe Biden or Hunter Biden or anybody so he could just scream about it? Yeah, we all remember that. I remember his whole term as being nothing but wrapped up with Russia, kissing Putin's ass every time he turned around. There is no doubt in my mind who Trump is and who the Republican Party is turning into. They are not a Democratic leaning. Maria Betancourt came back with $2 and said Putin threatened Finland for wanting to join NATO. Seems like there might be a whole lot of people wanting to join NATO nowadays, because it appears like Donnie, I was thinking Putin. Same thing. What are you talking about, Putin or Trump? They're the same kind of people. Authoritarian wannabe dictators that want to control the world, who lives, who dies, who gets money, who doesn't get money. That's who they are. That's who Trump is. Patriot, my ass kills me that I have people around me that still look at that man as though he's a patriot, as though he's an American hero. He's anything but. He's the biggest traitor this country's ever seen since Benedict Arnold, on the same scale. He's a traitor to this country. And if they support him, I can't help but think the same of them. I don't trust you. I don't, Those are the people I worry about. If war ever did come to this country, if war ever came to this land, because we're set up to defend this country everywhere, but right here, I don't know if there's a big plan on homeland defense where we're going to station the troops at our coastlines to try to, how we're going to deal with the Yeah, Jimmy, Trump is still Putin's puppet. The question now becomes, what is the Republican Party going to do? The Republican Party is the only one that can stand up to him and throw his ass out. And anybody that still worships his ass, Josh Hawley, get your ass out. You're a Russian sympathizer. You have Josh Hawley, to quote him, he could care less what happens to Ukraine. He has no interest in it because it's not his ass. It's not Missouri. It's not his house. But if we don't speak up when it's not our house, when do we speak up? When it's on our door? I'm telling you. I don't know what I'm talking about today, but I know I'm so heartbroken. I'm so angry. I want peace, but I want to kick ass. You know, it's that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, Catman56 came in with a $3 donation and said, if American and the world fight for green power, we would not be in the mess we're in. Yeah. Energy is a big part of it. Russia's got a lot of oil and gas, and that's what I mean. We cut off the oil and gas that is still being pumped out of Russia into the system. Yeah, gas prices are going to go higher. They're already asking Biden to release more reserves from the strategic reserve, and but even that, I'm not sure would be enough to offset the. You know, they're even talking about doing away with the gas tax completely, temporarily doing away with the complete gas tax to lower the pressure on American citizens at the gas pump. And unfortunately, they're having to try to tell distributors that if they do that, they better lower the price. Which, unfortunately, we have a lot of people in this country that would gouge other Americans in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. We saw it right after 9/11 when I tried to leave Texas. Are you shitting me? I was running into gas stations with $7 and $8 gas. That didn't go up before his oil price. That gas was already in their tank, in the pumps. That was pure greed that happened, and that sometimes is so quintessential American that we prey upon our own. We have such a long way to go, baby. And it's people like you, people like me, people that are going to stand up and say something, that aren't going to tolerate this bullshit, that this divide within our country over a piece of shit that is not worth it. The other good news today is Biden. Black American woman on the Supreme Court. I am tickled to death. They say she has impeccable credentials. I heard her speak at the White House today, and yeah, I'm ready for this, baby. Get her on the court. It's not gonna change the balance of the court, but her presence there is gonna make a difference on the court, I believe. And gain clipping. I have no idea what gain clipping is. That old mixer sitting there with all sorts of knobs, buttons, and dials, and I don't know which one that is. Anyway, hello, Valerie. Oh, shit. Hurts to move a little bit. Anyway, Catman56 came in with another donation and said a round from an AR-15 on an Apache gunship is a love tap. Yeah, you're not going to hurt it much. I don't know, baby. I'm just so, like I said just a minute ago, I am so concerned. I'm worried how this is going to go. I'm looking at Putin as somebody who's lost their ever-loving freaking mind. The statements he's making, calling everybody in Ukraine a bunch of neo-Nazi drug abusers, and come on, give me a break. Every day they show you that country on the news. We've been watching it for months. Are you shitting me? I didn't see none of that shit. Boy, howdy crap. Teresa Digger, my resident artist, and baby, don't you worry about a thing. I saw your message, baby. I'm just out of it today, in and out. I love you so much, baby. That picture will hang behind me no matter what set we're in. It means a lot to me. And so thank you very much. Anyway, she came in with a donation and said, be safe, John. Love you so much. I love you back, Teresa. And Diana, Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, came in with a $5 donation and said, Michael James had made a request several times in the chat for you to back up from your mic. How you feeling today, John? Not worth a fine freak. Is that better? Maybe it's just me. I'm always leaning forward when I talk. Oh. And Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does, came in with a $2 donation and said, as I said last time, tar and feathers for maggots. I like that idea. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the good old days. Tar and feather and run them out of town. It's... yeah. I'm sorry, people. I'm trying to deal with this, and it's going to... I've been through this shit before. These steel plates and screws in my back have been in there for over 25, close to 30 years. I go through this in cycles. Something will happen. My wife loves to tell people that indeed there are two large, long screws that go through and hit my spine. And after so many years, the left screw has loosened up and it wobbles around. And when it does, it can be extremely painful when it moves. So naturally, Marcia likes to tell people that John has a loose screw. And indeed he does. In more ways than one. But I'll get over it. I appreciate everybody's concern. It is obvious I'm not feeling well and I am in pain, but I'm going to be in pain sitting here or laying on the couch, and what's the deal? It'll go away in a few days, I hope, and we'll be back to normal. Anyway, one Russian pilot shot down and said he didn't know what they were at war. Said he didn't know that they were at war. One Russian pilot shot down. I'm hearing a story. Travis told me about it. I don't know if it's true. Lord, I hope it is. A story coming out of Ukraine, and they're calling this guy the Kiev Ghost. And it was a Ukrainian pilot. Evidently, it is reported that he shot down 6 Russian aircraft before they shot him down. And I hope it's true. I have seen Russian tanks and Russian armored personnel carriers blown up on the side of the road, so Russia's taking a hit on this shit. It ain't all Ukrainians dying. As a matter of fact, there's a bridge in, I can't remember what town. They're trying to cross, and possession of the bridge keeps going back and forth, but they're dead on the bridge, and neither side can remove their dead. So it's a pretty bad situation. Yeah, Ed, I'm right there with you. Truth is, I don't want World War III to happen because it's not going to be. It's not going to be in the games or the movies or, World War III. We're talking about a whole lot of worldwide suffering. Think about going in this country without power. Nowadays, cyber warfare, they shut your power down and have it down for months and months and months. Hell, we go shit. Let's say if it goes out for a week, if it goes out for a few days, we don't know what to do. The one thing I worry about is if we get into a situation to where that starts happening, I'm not sure it's just the enemy you have to worry about. It's the guy down the street that wants your generator, your gas, or your food, or whatever the fuck it is that you got. Because there's no cohesiveness to the cause. There's no willingness to come together to overcome a I should write this shit down when I have time to think. Catman56 came in with another donation, said, my brother just gets rest and heal. I intend to do that, and I'm working on it, Keith. Like I said, brother, it's not like this is the first time this shit's ever happened. But it does seem like every time it does, it gets a little bit worse. They wanted to go in there and take the screws out about 10 years ago, but the odds were not real good because the bone around the screws is very porous and not very stable. They try to take it out, something's going to break more, and it's going to create more. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my back. I want to drink my beer. So, what are y'all doing? You're right, Teresa. The problem is, if we don't do Putin now, things are even going to get worse. That's the fear I have, because right now I believe he is working on the assumption that we're not going to do anything, and that emboldens him, baby. He thinks he can get away. You're threatening the International Space Station? That you'll make it fall out of the sky if you don't get your way? So the only way he's got to turn after this is the Baltic states. Those are NATO territories. He wants to expand to the old Soviet Union. We will be at World War III. An attack on one is attack on all. And look how close they are to, I ain't got the map of the world here in front of me. Just south of Ukraine is a NATO nation. Borders Ukraine. And that island that the Russians attacked is real close to that border. You know, it is perilous times. And I don't know how much of it is in our control. If he continues to be a madman, what does the world do? Do we allow him to just do what he wishes? You know, he's become a danger to the whole country. Yeah, he wants Hungary, Romania, Poland, and Moldavia. Yeah, the old Soviet Union, baby. That's what he wants. And it's not going to happen. It's, Had to share the company pays prayers for UK when you got to explain to the hood about war overseas. The Ukraine and Russia crisis, in simple terms for those that have no idea what is going on. Ukraine used to be in an abusive relationship with Russia, feeding him, letting him use her car, giving him whatever he asked for until she built up the confidence to call it quits back in 1991. Since then, Ukraine has been working on herself, becoming a strong, independent woman with help from her friends like France, America, Poland, and etc., offering her support, loaning her money, and helping her find her way. Ukraine has been enjoying being single for over 30 years and looking forward to continuing to grow and create new friendships. Now Russia is being the toxic ex that it is, wants her back and doesn't want her friendships and doesn't want her meeting new people or creating any new relationships. A couple of weeks ago, Russia started sitting in the front of Ukraine's house, and when her friends asked him what he's doing there, he said, "Oh, nothing, just getting a little bit of exercise in, that's all." After her friends told her that Russia was potentially getting ready to do something bad to her, he said, "They're lying. They just want you to be scared of me," and that's not what it is. Yesterday, Russia broke into Ukraine's house, beating her up and taking advantage of her while on live stream and double dog daring any of her friends to do something about it. If they do want the smoke, Russia got that thing on him. This was written by somebody else. I can't take credit for it. That's posted by Candy Guidry, the lead on our John Bernabo Speaks Blue Dot family page. Thank you, Candy. I think that's an excellent analogy of exactly what's going on. If Russia can't have Ukraine, nobody's going to have it. Nobody is. He'll destroy it before he lets somebody have it. Sounds like an ex-boyfriend. That's very well said, Candy, or whoever wrote it, but thank you for sharing it here. Yeah, man, doesn't that sound familiar? But to what degree is he willing to go? You know, I'm afraid right now if Lewinsky even say he even surrendered, he'd probably shoot him in the public square. You know, being the drug addict neo-Nazi that he is. By the way, he comes from a Jewish family. By the way, you know, it is the ability for a person. You know, we're seeing these protests in Russia, and they say about half the country supports it, half of it doesn't. Well, guess what? What's that old saying? It's I'm trying to think of this old saying. I'm lost there. But what I'm trying to say is, oh shit, I lost that too. This ain't good. Trying to regain my thought. I lost it. I had a plan in my head, but it went south. Thank you, BW. We appreciate that very much. Oh, I spoke to Putin. He told me strongly there's nothing to see here, and I believe him. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nothing to see here. Y'all move along. Just don't pay attention to these explosions. or the people dying. Don Cheeto, his own people will probably serve him some of that famous tea, or perhaps he falls off a building while on a cigarette break. Yeah, I'm telling you, I am so heartbroken, really, because this Ukraine is a democracy, baby. And what pains me is to listen to these right-wing nut jobs over here who have screamed about freedom and liberty and all that bullshit that they scream about. They holler about it. They wave flags. They play songs over it. Or something. That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off in my own freaking neighborhood. That you would turn your back on a democracy, trying to stand up to a dictator. And you're going to root for the dictator? Not to America, baby. Not at all. Anthony Villarreal came in with $5 and said, do you think Putin would have started the war if America was as divided as it is right now? Anthony, thank you for the donation, and no, I don't. No, I don't. If America was united as we have been in the past, I don't think Putin would have made this move. If we showed that kind of courage here in the United States, no, I really don't. I think he would have been afraid to make that kind of move the way he did, blatantly. Hell, we saw. We all knew this was coming. Nothing deterred his ass. He was going to do this shit. Yeah, it's the division in this country that has put this world in a hazardous place. It is. I don't understand it. It's like anybody can see what kind of man that guy was. The liar, the cheat, the thief, the fake. But they're lost in their hatred. I remain steadfast in the belief that this all started when we elected Barack Obama and the right-wing media, the right-wing nutjob society with their racist, bigoted bullshit came out of the woodwork, and it's been growing ever since. And it feeds and builds on other hatreds. And that's what we got. About a third of our country that is hateful. And I just, yes, Don Cheeto, they're openly rooting against democracy. Yeah. And that's hard to take as an American. As somebody who served this country, are you shitting me? You pukes? I just... No, Diana Mallory, he's not here, baby. He is in the middle of a project right now, and he's live, so I can't mess with him. And, yeah. Down to Baticosi, I know you're out there. I seen your name go by. Oh, yeah, they planned this 2 years ago. This has been in the planning for a while, but I do believe Plan A was Donnie retaining the White House, and this would be an easier road. Not so many sanctions against Russia. Donnie wouldn't have put them on there. Donnie thinks it's a brilliant move. Oh, shit. Anyway. Yeah, I can't sit in this chair for too long. I'm sorry that I'm going to have to call it again. But sitting is probably about the worst thing I can do right now because it puts a whole lot of pressure right in the place where I can't stand it. And so I want to thank everybody for coming by. I'm sorry, man. It's bad timing because I'm enjoying this. Trumpers wet dream is Putin invading the U.S. and turning the country into a white supremacist dictatorship. They would start pushing Russian immigration to the U.S. and try to eliminate. That was the whole idea behind, I thought, the idea of Russian women coming here to have babies to get their American citizenship so they could go back to Russia, join the KGB, get all trained up, and then come back as an American citizen. Nowadays it's not beyond the pale of planning in this world. Yep, Virginia Whitley got it right. That heating pad is calling my name. I am. I'm going to have to go. I'm not even going to attempt tonight to go on to the Robin Kincaid show. I would not be good company tonight. I want to thank everybody who come in tonight and visit. I'm getting to like this talk to the chat Friday. I want to keep that going. I enjoy it tremendously, and I think it's good for the family. Catman56 came back with another donation and said, Putin, Trump, and their hate for Ukraine, is there a connection? Yeah, their hate for democracy, both of them. That's where I think it is, Catman. Anyway, keep your powder dry, brother. I love you. Take care of yourself. Thank you all for being a part of this and for all the conversation that I see going on, and thank you for all the good wishes that I'm seeing, Kay, coming through. I love y'all. Thank you for being here, and we'll be back here Sunday. Hopefully by then I'll be in a little bit better shape and we'll be able to think about something than the constant ice pick that's in my back right now. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll